I'll be covering part 4, which is the analogy of try, catch, uncaught exceptions to if, else. So try and catch can be analogized to if and else if. Try is any code that you're attempting, fingers crossed, right? So it's the first thing you try. Like you're gonna, before you like check if there's any error or exception, you're gonna just like try to see if it works, right? So that's what if is. And then catch is if occurs if you encounter a bug in your try block, right? So this is the alternative path, right? So if you encounter a bug, this is what you're gonna try. You're gonna try to resolve the bug, or you're gonna try log in and terminate the program, right? And just like you can have multiple catch attached to each try, and which with each its distinct exception target, you can have multiple else if attached to each if, with each having its distinct condition target, right? So the possibility of multiple catch attached to each try, the possibility of multiple else if attached to each if, right? And I already explained like the alternative path. But number 3 is upon a catch being triggered, all following catch are ignored. Just like as soon as an else if is triggered, all the following else if are ignored, right? So this means that the order of the else if matters, and likewise the order of the catch matters, right? So you should put, if the catch signatures, the type of exception caught by each catch have no parent-child relationship, then the order doesn't matter. But if some of them have a parent or child relationship, the child exception should be put before the parent exception, because the child exception is more specific, right? And so you're going to catch the more specific exception type of exception first and resolve it with more specific resolution. You want to attempt the more specific fixes before the general fixes, and I'll show you an example, right? So IO exception is a subclass of exception, right? So if I put the order of exception before IO exception, then this catch doesn't matter, because the second catch, the IO catch, doesn't matter because the first catch, the general exception class, will always trigger before, and then this will never trigger. So if I want to do it correctly, then I should place it in this order. And uncaught exception can be analogized to else, with the stipulation that if there's an uncaught exception, then that means you haven't fixed the bug. That means so the program terminates. And that's the analogy.